Harrisburg, who is our Fair Fund administrator, and he's going to make a special presentation. The Secretary of Agriculture wants to honor individuals that make a great contribution to the community, to the fair, and to the citizens of Pennsylvania. So, I want to introduce to you Boots Harrington, and Boots will continue.
Thanks, Jim. As Jim said, I started with the Department of Agriculture this spring, and part of my job is to be Fair Fund Administrator. And what that entices is working with the 113 local community fairs all across Pennsylvania. So I get to go to 113 fairs this summer, which is quite a fun job. And we're really excited about the fact that our new administration did not cut the fair funding this year. There were some major cuts over the last 7 or 8 years, and the Governor Court was very adamant about that. He said, no, don't touch the fair fund. They've done their share of cutting in the past. So it's one of the very, very, very few departments that didn't take a cut this year's budget. The governor faced a $4 billion shortfall, but he was very, very, very parochial about not touching the fair fund. So we're very happy about that. And if you see Senator Eichelberger, tell him thank you for supporting the PA Fair Fund. Because what that does, that's $971,000 was allocated, same as last year, to help the fairs. What that does is money is used to support the premiums for all the livestock and all the 4-H events. There's money for operation of the fairs, and there's also some money for the youth groups for FFA and 4-H. So that money goes a long way to help us keep our fairs going. Some of the smaller fairs would not operate without that support. As Jim said, there's also a program we have put together called the Outstanding Fair Ambassador, in which each local fair board has the opportunity to nominate a person who's been a great help to the fair, a key person in the success of each fair. And before I start, I want to introduce Will Nichols. Will's back here. Will, if you'll wave a little bit. Will works for me in the press department, and he's a local fella here, and this is his vacation week. He took his vacation off to volunteer at the Huntingdon Fair, which to me speaks of the way the fairs operate. They're volunteer groups, they're not profit centers, they're not big money makers, and everyone's here doing their fair share helping. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of volunteer time. You make a do or do without, you beg, borrow, and steal, and get it all done. But what Will's job is to, every time I get a nomination for one of these 113 fairs, he prepares a proclamation to the secretary, and he was up pretty late Wednesday and Thursday night working to get this all done for this week. I have 17 fairs to visit this week. Without Will being there, I'd have them all taken care of by last Friday. So thanks, Will, for your help. And now I'll cut to the chase. This year's nominee for the Outstanding Fair Ambassador for the Huntingdon County Fair is Lois Kyper. Okay, Lois? It's my understanding Lois has been involved with the fair for many, many years. She's the show director for the fruits, vegetables, nuts, and the apiary shows. And she's a very active gardener. She's involved in the local garden club and the state garden club, and she recruits her friends to help with the fair all week long. And I'm also told that in the off season, when she's not working at the fair, she also takes care of a beautiful garden at her homestead, and also can be seen around town fixing the municipal gardens in the town of Huntingdon. So, Lois, on behalf of Governor Tom Corbett, on behalf of Lieutenant Governor Jim Cawley, on behalf of Secretary George Greig, I declare you the Outstanding Fair Ambassador for 2011 for the Huntingdon County Fair. Lois?
I do want to say it's really been a pleasure after I got involved in working with the fair. And this year's theme, from the farm gate to the dinner plate, I thought, how wonderful, it feeds right into our department. So take a look at our department. We have the farm gate and the dinner plate and everything fixed down there. And I couldn't begin to do it without the help of my garden club. They are a great assistance, and each year we get more volunteers, they get more excited about helping, and become more exhibitors coming in from the garden club. So it has been a community effort, and I appreciate everybody's work, and it's not just my efforts, but they're coming along to assist, and I can't say how much I appreciate that. And what an honor. I'm speechless. Thank you very, very much.
Just for the record, this year's farm show theme is going to be Farm Gate that are played also.